Alright, ladies and gentlemen, however you are, wherever you are, wherever you like that, everybody who's watching, welcome back to the channel. I'm more of the West Brom. I almost said Leicester City career mode. I don't even know why I said that. Maybe we got Leicester in our mind because Claudio Ranieri's been sacked. It's a travesty. But back to the West Bromwich Albion career mode, part 75. And we've got 2 games in this episode again as we conclude the January transfer window. And we throw a little score report in there as well. It's been a couple months since we showed a score report in terms of in-game. So, show a score report. We've got a few players that have grown a little bit since the last one. It's some important growth right there as well. We're starting against Swansea, who we played in a few episodes ago. I think it was about 2 episodes ago. Was it? I'm not sure how long ago it was actually. I remember I think we smashed Swansea last time we played them though, so hopefully trying to get off to the same kind of start as Van der Meer gets off our first opportunity of the game, and his shot low to the left hand side of Norville is saved and pushed out for a corner. We get another chance as we put the corner into the box, and Phil Jones' header takes a very slight deflection off of Jack Court and eventually just goes over the bar. Anthony Martial trying his luck from range this time, trying to put it into the top bins, trying long range. I haven't scored too many long range strikes in this game. I've scored a few. I've scored one with Sturridge that I can remember. I've scored one with Van der Meer. Other than that, I can't really remember too many long range strikes going and finding the back of the net. I used to score a lot more in FIFA 16, especially in my Leicester City career mode with them long range hitters. But we did eventually go 1-0 down in this game despite creating all of the first few chances of the game. And it's down to just the defending. Like, look at the half-hearted attempts to try and get in between and intercept the pass. It's just it's like they're not trying at all. We've got one player, Phil Jones, who's got his back completely turned to the ball. He's trying to close down the ball with his back turned to the ball. I don't know what he's doing, so we're trying to come down the other side. This is after half-time. It's been a while since they go forward into the second half, and we're able to equalise as Maxwell Van der Meer slides in Anthony Martial, and he tucks it away into that bottom corner nice and neatly. Again, it took a while. There wasn't too much going on in that first half. They scored, and then it was kind of just attack after attack, breaking down. Got into the second half, and the very first chance of the second half, this is only the 46th, 47th minute, very first chance of the second half did find its way into the back of the net as we were able to draw level. And then we got another chance not too long after that as well. Martial tried to slide it into Dele Alli. CPU doing some normal, like average madness, doing some bullshit, get tackled. Ball falls to Anthony Martial. He slides into Daniel Sturridge. We mentioned Daniel Sturridge in the last episode, saying that he hadn't scored in a while, and that one right there breaks the very minor duck, I guess. I mean, it's only a few games, but in Daniel Sturridge's terms, the way he's been scoring goals this season especially, I mean, it's a mini goal drought, and he scored right here, 17th goal of the season in only his 21st game, I believe, something like that, something mad. So let me know in the comment section. The question of the video is, do you think Daniel Sturridge will score 30 plus goals this season, or 30? Let's just say, do you think he'll score 30 goals or more in this season? Because he's en route to do it, but do you think he can keep it up and get that going? Swansea were able to draw a level again as more poor defending. We just let them in behind. That's the problem with playing this. I love this formation because I can get a lot more midfielders in. I always overpack my squads with central midfielders and attacking midfielders and defensive midfielders, so this formation gives me an opportunity to fit them all in without having to remove any wingers. So because I need players on the wide positions, man. I needs them, but at the same time, playing 3 defenders, especially without wing backs and stuff like that, it's just open, so open defensively, man. Especially because I don't play a sweeper, but one of my defenders plays quite a bit further forward than the other 2, so I'm pretty much just stuck with 2 defenders at times. Like, it's pretty open. But I mean, the main goal is to just try and outscore my opponent most of the time. So going out of that game, we did draw at home with Swansea City. A pretty disappointing result, especially, like I said, considering the fact that we did beat them quite convincingly the first time we played them. But at the same time, we're still top of the league. We're still commanding the Premier League at this point. We still got the January transfer window, to conclude. And these are the things that have been going on. Johan Golkov in the last episode, I think it was, confirmed a free transfer to Leeds United at the end of the season. I don't know. I definitely put it in the episode, but I don't think I actually spoke up on it when it actually came up on the screen, so I thought I'd put that in right now, as well as a few other loan offers that are going on. Theofanis is actually going out on loan to Juventus, as well as David Ortiz, who started getting a few games starting in the Premier League as well. I decided to send him out on loan. I think it was a 1 season loan, so I mean, despite the fact that he was playing a few games and playing quite well, he's still not the best overall, so why not send him out on loan, get him game after game of match time, I guess, and get that all set up. But you can see right there, a huge deal did go through on deadline day as Brozovic left us to go to Bayern Munich for 54 million. I was not looking to sell Brozovic at all in any way, shape or form, but 54 million, they came in with an offer. I said, you know what, if you can give me 54 million, why not? And they did. And then, with a few hours to go in deadline day, we managed to replace him. We sold it for 54 million and we bought the replacement for 47 million. So in my eyes, this is some amazing business, because Brozovic, I think, was at 86 overall as well. 3 years older than Joshua Kimmich, and I mean, we paid less, so that's some brilliant business if you ask me. It's pretty much a straight swap. They took Brozovic, I ran up in there and took Joshua Kimmich. So I mean, I feel like they lost out big time on this deal. They almost paid to get an older player and just a straight swap. That's pretty much almost what they did. A straight swap for an older player who isn't necessarily better. And I do, especially in real life, I really like Brozovic as a player, man. I do like Brozovic. I haven't watched him too much this season, but I really like Brozovic as a player. But in the game, I feel like, not that he never played bad, but he never played outstanding. He never played great. And I just felt like he was very replaceable in the team. So, I mean, for 54 million, I decided to replace him. I was a little bit worried that we wouldn't have time to replace him, but the deal for Kimmich went through very smoothly. We made an offer. They accepted straight away. Then the contracts came through. He accepted his contract straight away. And even still, usually when I make a bid and they accept it straight away, I kind of feel like I overpaid. But 47 million for Kimmich, I don't feel like I overpaid at all, especially not for deadline day. Like, for a 24-year-old who's 86 overall, 47 million, it ain't that bad, man. That's decent price. But we're into the final game of the episode, and this is FA Cup match. Mads Henriksson, as you can see right there, opening the scoring for us against Fulham. And again, creating another opportunity as he plays it back to Ortiz Ramos. A lot of changes in this lineup. A lot of players, well, not a lot of players, but a few players still holding down their spot. Again, Van der Meer captain the side out for this FA Cup matchup. Zelalem getting up time, and he does play it into Van der Meer, the captain, and his shot takes a huge deflection off the defender and actually just lobs the keeper in the end as he dropped down to save it. It would have been an easy save for the keeper, you got to think, but that deflection was massive. It's almost like a speed bump, just chipping it over the keeper, man. He would have saved that. But that makes it 2-0 and damn near kills off the game for Fulham. I mean, I felt like with this lineup that we put out here, we were strong enough to defeat Fulham. Van der Meer scoring yet another goal in, well, no, he hasn't scored in the FA Cup yet. He scored all his goals. I'm thinking the Champions League. He's been scoring a few goals in the Champions League this season. But Fulham coming forward, trying to score goal after goal, but it's getting a little bit late. 90th minute, it falls to Joe Ward, back from his loan, getting some game time. Plays an outstanding through ball into Iker Muniz. Hasn't scored in a long time. Stays unselfish, plays it into Ortiz Ramos, and he fires it into the back of the net. And that's down to a beautiful pass from Joe Ward, back from loan. His future is up in the air, but transfer deadline day passed, and he stays with the team, gets a little opportunity in the lineup, and he makes something happen. But Munayin, like I say, he hasn't scored in a while, man. Every time I play Munayin and the game ends, I check them news clippings and they're talking about goal drought for Munayin. But he is playing well, he's creating, so I ain't too bothered about that. As you can see right there, Van Dijk did get his first start in about a number of months since being out with that sprained knee. So it's all in all a good game, a pretty good episode. I'd say the business done was good. Shout out to Brozovic, man. Respect. Have a good time out there with Bayern. Thank you for all that you've done for the club. But I'm going to leave you with a squad report and the table at the end of the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Peace.